Now, speaking of a team whose merch is never, ever on discount, and it's always expensive, even when it is on discount, the New York Yankees, the question every year since 2009 has been the same question asked. Will they ever get number 28? And no, we're not. No, it's not happening. All right. Because this team and this organization is broken, it's flawed, and it's not going to happen. Our manager stinks. He should have been fired years ago. But the problem we have here is with our starting pitching. Our starting pitching is a problem because Gerrit Cole is still hurt. We're going with a 4-man rotation early on in the season because of the days off in between that we currently have. But yeah, this pitching staff that I'm seeing, it does not give me any hope, period. Like zero, zilch, nada. Like I said, here's the projected lineup for the New York Yankees starting pitching staff. And it's Max Fried, Cam Schittler, Will Warren, Ryan Weathers. It says Luis Gil on here, but we optioned him to AAA. Carlos Rodón is still hurt. He's coming back from elbow surgery in late May. Gerrit Cole is coming back from Tommy John surgery. So we'll see how they come back healthy. If they two come back healthy and we slot them in, because Cole goes back up to 1, you bring Fried down to 2, you put Rodón at 3, and then you put Schittler at 4. That's a good 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you put Cam at 3 and you put Rodón at 4. The 3-4 thing, it's kind of up in the air because Rodón, I like Rodón, but he's a little up in the air. So that would be a great thing. But the problem is those two guys are not healthy. Those two guys are not healthy whatsoever.
No.
So I have no hope for them early on until we'll see how it is.
No, and that's absolutely fair to say. My biggest takeaway from what the Yankees did this year is they didn't get better.
No, they didn't.
They re-signed the players that were already on it. They didn't go out and get anybody in free agency.
Nope.
They re-signed, Cody Bellinger. Trent Grisham decided to take his player option, so he's back. They never went out and got anybody. So it's like I don't like. I mean, from a Yankee standpoint, I just don't see how fans can be like, "Oh, this team is better than it was last year." I just don't see that.
Nope, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all whatsoever. Suge, your opinion on the vaunted New York Yankees?
Well, they stink.
All right.
No.
I'm not going to disagree.
I think they're going to make the playoffs. I think they'll be in a running with Toronto. It's whether or not you guys can add some firepower, whether it's starting pitching or like you said, where you lack some power. I think that the Yankees are, they're still one of the top teams. But like you said, they're starting pitching, and it's just not great. So, are you guys going to do anything about it? I think we will know more about this team.
They won't do nothing because they're waiting on Cole and Rodón. They're not going to do anything because if those two come back and they're healthy, honestly, the Yankees really they've got a good starting rotation. They're going to hit the ball out of the park. Mm-hmm. They're going to hit the ball out of the park. We all know that. That's how this team scores runs. They cannot manufacture runs.
No, they can't.
They have to hit the ball out of the park to score runs, which is fine during the regular season. Come playoffs, it's a whole different ballgame.
Yep.
But that's what I'm saying. If they recognize that, they're going to have to do something. If they don't, I think they're just a playoff team, and then
that's it.
Well, yeah.
Probably wild card. We beat Boston or we beat whoever, and then we lose to a team in the ALDS. But sure, that's the thing, right? You said if they this has been a problem for the past 4 years. This has been the problem. It's boom or bust. It's home run or nothing. It's big hits or nothing. They can't get on base. You know, and when they do get on base, they're not very good base runners.
Well, you get
waiting for
Jazz
it.
Chisholm, Jazz Chisholm was supposed to be this super fast, but he's an absolute. He's a liability on the base pass.
Yeah.
He's a liability. Like
Glaber, I remember watching. They went to Seattle one year. Glaber, we were up, and then Gleyber Torres and I don't know who else was on base. They just like brain farted and started running around, and they got out. And then that game went to like 13 innings. I was like, this game should have been over. We should have won this game. What's going on here? Because they don't know how to play baseball.
no, but again, every team has brain farts. Like I mean, it's going to happen. Like it happened. Unfortunately, it happened to us in Game 6 of the World Series with the whole Addison Barger pickoff at second and that.
Yeah.
It happens. And then the whole IKF at third. Like, I mean, that's, I don't want to talk about base running because that's not the end all be all. But yes, if it's one thing to do it in the regular season, that's fine. Come playoff time, those are the things that have to be sharpened up.
Exactly. And I don't think they can. I don't think they do it because when we saw Aaron Judge get hurt and he was taken out of the lineup, this team fell apart. This team fell apart because everything was around him. But they I don't
that's a great point.
I don't trust this lineup. Like Trent Grisham, great defensively in center field. His glove, tremendous. But the wild card series against the Mets that one year is not him. That's not his bat. That's him getting hot. His bat is like, sub 220, 225. He doesn't hit a lot of home runs. You know what I mean? It's just like
but that's like injuries are always a part of baseball. Very well could happen.
He had 34. He had 34 last year. That's pretty much. But it's just this team. It's home run or nothing.
Okay, so here's my question to both of you, and I'm going to put this out there for all three of our teams. If the Yankees lose Aaron Judge for a considerable amount of times for the season, if my Toronto Blue Jays lose Vladimir Guerrero for a considerable amount, or if Suge's team loses Shohei, what team is worse off?
The Yankees.
I think the Yankees, yeah.
The Yankees for sure.
Absolutely. Because you have to replace Bo Bichette's 94 RBIs, but I think you can replace it. They can't replace 114 RBIs, 53 home runs. They can't do that.
No,
they can't do that
because they never went out and tried to address that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
They just went with tried and true.
Exactly, and it's not a good. I have no expectations for these Yankees. If they make the playoffs,